Your Smith & Wesson CSX questions answered. Hey everyone, Julie Golob of Team Smith & Wesson here. In my last video, I went through and shared the features of Smith & Wesson's newest, brand new handgun, a single action hammer-fired pistol with a metal frame chambered in 9mm. I will leave that video linked below and in the cards. I'd recommend that you watch it first if you haven't seen it already and are interested in this brand new pistol. I've been going through the comments of my CSX video here on YouTube as well as in Facebook and Instagram comments. And in this video, I will be answering many of them. What I don't address here, I will do my best to get in the comments section, but I will say, you all are keeping me busy in the comments these days. Now, some of these answers will be pretty quick and others I will go into more details, so let's just jump right in. First up, what is the grip angle? 18 degrees, so like 1911s and MMPs. Is this available in 9mm only? And some of you asked about the new Federal Premium 30 Super Carry. To answer that, currently the CSX is only offered in 9mm, though I have to say, being chambered in 30 Super Carry would be very cool indeed. Are there holsters available? Yes, quite a few in fact. I am very excited to have the opportunity to share a few of them in an upcoming video. I have a CNG holster and gear coming from Galco, Crossbreed, and Alien Gear for starters, so stay tuned. How much does it weigh loaded and unloaded? Unloaded without a mag, Smith & Wesson lists 19.5 ounces on the website. Here are some additional measurements on my personal scale. Unloaded with the 10-round mag inserted is 19.4 ounces. And again, this is on my scale. Unloaded with the 12-round mag, it's 20 ounces. Loaded with 11 rounds, that's 10 in the mag and 1 in the chamber, a 147 grain Federal Premium HST, it's 25 ounces. And with 12 plus 1 in the chamber, it's 26.2 ounces. Are the mags interchangeable with Shield Plus mags? No, they are not. Shield Plus mags will not work in this pistol. Many of you have asked about night sights, optics, rails, a threaded barrel, different caliber offerings, a performance center version, whether it will come in a full size or DASA option. For these types of questions, and I know this is going to be disappointing, but with regard to future options and products, as someone who reps for Smith & Wesson, these are things that I can't share or discuss. If and when they do launch, I will do what I can to share them with you. I do know that it has been submitted for the roster in Massachusetts, so good news for you folks there, and that there will not be a California compliant model. Speaking of DASA, there seems to be some confusion out there, so let me try to shed some light on how this pistol works. This is not a pistol that requires a decocker. It is not double action. It does not have second strike capability. It is also not a 1911. Sure, there are similarities in the features, but it is not a 1911 pistol clone or a copy of 100-year-old technology. The takedown is different. The safeties are different. I hope to film a takedown video in the future, but I do all of my own filming and editing, and those types of videos are really hard to set up as a one-person show, especially if you want to do them in a way so that you, the viewer, can actually see what's going on. But I will try to do my best to make that happen. Crossing fingers. How much does the trigger weigh? I finally found my trigger gauge. It has been hiding on me, and I wanted to measure my CSX for you. This is a pistol straight off the line, so no special treatment or anything of the sort. And currently, this pistol has less than 200 presses with either live fire or dry fire. I know, I need to get busy. Here are some readings for you. There's a low one in the mix that I'd throw out and I'd consider user error on the gauge. So with a high of 5 pounds 3 ounces and a low of 4 pounds 9 ounces, my CSX is right around 5 pounds and completely appropriate for concealed carry. When are they shipping? They are hitting stores. A few of you have even shared that you've purchased one or handled one already. Though this one did leak a little early, I do think it's a good thing to wait to launch a product until you have some ready to ship. It used to be that you'd go to SHOT Show and see a new product, but not see it on the shelves for months or even a year later. I personally prefer a true launch where you have the product ready for distributors and dealers. I get impatient, and I imagine you do too, so nobody likes to wait too long. There have been quite a few comments about the way this pistol looks with the smaller of the two back straps or the grip in general, specifically the empty space left on the grip. With the smaller option, there is less texture, but some people might like that, especially if they conceal without an undergarment. Even with my smaller hand size and a desire for a smaller grip for easier concealment, I don't see myself using the smaller backstrap. I do wish that there was an extra small offering on the full size and compact M&Ps, but I do prefer the way this larger backstrap feels on the CSX. What about the slide to frame fit? It's nice and tighter than what you would find on many other Micro 9s, especially polymer framed guns. Who is this gun for? And more specifically, one person asked if the intention was to eventually replace the polymer shield line. Is it a shield killer? No, it is not. This pistol was developed because Smith & Wesson saw an opportunity to take on a segment of the market, the metal framed, single action, micro compact market. There are many small striker fired 9mm at dealers, but the CSX represents an opportunity. This pistol is for those who want a single action pistol to carry cocked and locked, those who are looking for a very lightweight and easy to conceal 9mm. It's an option for users who just don't like polymer framed or striker fired pistols. There are those people out there. It's for someone who appreciates the capacity of 12+1 in such a small package. It's a handgun that appeals to those who want visual and physical control of the hammer. Those are some of the reasons, and if you're in the market for a small pistol for concealed carry, it might be hard to narrow it down. So many of you asked for comparisons to other popular handguns. Now, because I do work for Smith & Wesson, I am not going to compare it to any other brands, but I do have quite a few Smiths. As I was getting things ready for this video, I thought about putting together a full comparison of everything from a short barrel M&P compact to the original Chiefs Special. Let me know in the comment section below if you'd like to see side-by-side comparisons for all of these beautiful, beautiful handguns, and I can see about putting that together for you. Most of you wanted to know how it compares to the Shield Plus and the Shield EZ, so for this video I have a standard Shield Plus, Shield EZ, and I also added a BODYGUARD 380 into the mix because it gives you an idea how small this pistol really is. The Shield Plus, Shield EZ, and BODYGUARD 380 are all polymer framed pistols. The Shield EZ is the heaviest and the largest of the three, coming in at 23.2 ounces empty. It also has the lowest capacity in 9mm at 8+1 rounds. Now, this is a pistol designed to be easy to use in every way, from racking to loading mags, takedown, adjusting the sights, all that. This is the thumb safety standard version, so not a Performance Center model, and in general, I like thumb safeties as long as they're easy to access and use. The Shield EZ safety is a good size and easy to activate, deactivate, and ride while you're shooting. There is a grip safety, and it is a hammer-fired pistol like the CSX, but the hammer is internal. Comparing it to the CSX is lighter, smaller in overall length, and the big thing, more capacity. A lot more at 12+1. Like the EZ, it is hammer-fired, but this single-action pistol has an exposed hammer. Where you can get the EZ with or without the thumb safeties, they are standard on the CSX. Switching over to the Shield Plus, this is a non-thumb safety model, but you do have the option to get the pistol with a thumb safety if you'd like it. And I've gone ahead and thrown a picture in here of what that looks like from Smith & Wesson's website. These are very small safeties, too small for my personal tastes, which is why I don't go with the thumb safety version for my Shield Plus pistols. The Shield Plus data is the same on Smith & Wesson's website when it comes to overall length and barrel length as compared to the CSX, but it's important to note how these pistols have a different profile. Capacity is at 13+1, so more rounds. It's a tad heavier too. What I've always appreciated about the Shield striker-fired pistols is how, despite how small these shields really are, they do shoot like full-size guns. The CSX is also a great shooter with that metal frame, and the way it's sprung, it shoots very flat. You're not contending with any of the flex in the frame, and it's much easier to rack the slide on this as compared to the Shield Plus. The Shield Plus is maxed out in a lot of ways, so it makes racking the slide tougher, especially with a fully loaded mag. The CSX is much easier to use when it comes to racking the slide and manipulating some of these controls. Though not as easy as the Shield EZ, it's much easier than the Shield Plus. Of course, if you're left-handed, you'll appreciate the ambidextrous controls with this pistol from the changeable magazine release, ambidextrous safeties, and that ambi slide stop. I will say, I do like the CSX slide stop, not only because it's easy to use, but because I have a high thumbs forward grip, and I have to be very careful that I don't ride the slide stop on my MMPs. That hasn't been an issue for me with the CSX. The CSX is also more complicated to take down and maintain than the Shield Plus and the Shield EZ, especially the Shield EZ. And we can look at numbers all day long, but how a handgun feels is also telltale. So I brought out my BODYGUARD 380 with the integrated Crimson Trace laser. This is the smallest and lightest semi-auto I own at just 12.3 ounces. It is my go-to for certain CCW situations. It is also not chambered in 9mm, we're talking a 380 here, but laying them on top of each other I think is a useful comparison. Yes, the CSX is wider and a smidge bigger, but we're doubling capacity and it's more powerful in 9mm. Being just a bit bigger than the BODYGUARD and easier to use with racking and manipulating, accessing those controls, don't rule out the CSX as a backup or a pocket gun. I also wanted to show you how this looks in hands that are larger than mine, and here's some comparison footage of the CSX in live fire as well. How you plan to use a pistol like the CSX matters when you're looking for a gun to buy, and hopefully this and my other videos will help you. Again, if you'd like to see more comparisons, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. If you still have questions, leave them below and I'll do my best to get to as many of them as I can. To learn more about the CSX, check out my blog post linked below. If you're not on my email list, get on it. And with that, I think we're done. Be safe, have fun, and until the next one, live your life fully loaded.